Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, All Things GarageBand. I'm Jeremy Hawes. Today I am going to show you guys how to take your drum kit, your stock drum kit or drummer in GarageBand and to get it to sound a little bit more real. Okay, so in the last couple videos, I think the first video what we did is we took the drum kit and we first off changed it from the drummer to MIDI, and then we added a drum room and onto it and a snare verb. In the second video, we added parallel compression onto there. We're going to do the same thing today. We're now going to add some distortion. We're going to add some color because it's part of my GarageBand 5 minutes or less, or 5 minutes, I should say, somewhere around 5 minutes, and a part of my, making your GarageBand Drums Sound Real. Okay, so without further ado, let's get started. Yeah. Alright guys, so what we got here is the project we've been working on to get our drums to sound a little bit more real, okay? Not a little bit, a lot more real. And so what we did first is we took our drummer track that we found that we liked, and we bounced it and copied it to MIDI, okay? So this is our original, this track bounced to MIDI, okay? And then what we did is then we added another track. We copied this track down and we added a plate verb, I think it's called. Platinum verb. I'm sorry, platinum verb. We used wooden verb for that, the preset in that, and we to give it a drum room to sound like it's recorded in a drum room. Okay. And then next what we did is we copied this track again down here, and then we took off all the different drum pieces except for the snare, and then we added the same platinum verb on there with the wooden I think it's called, I can't remember what wooden verb. Okay, so and what we did there is we changed that slightly different than the drum room verb, okay, that we used on the drum room, I mean, and so it's a little bit longer reverb on there. Okay, so that gave us our drum room sound, our reverb for our drums. Okay, and then in the next video what we did is we copied the first track here and we made a parallel compression. Okay, so we added on a compressor here, and we used VCA smashed for that, and we got this to sound, give it some punch, give it some life. Okay, so and today what we're going to do is we're gonna copy this same track again. Okay, so let me turn this on. Let's Command D, and let's name this. We're going to name this either grit or distortion or crunch. Let's name this grit. Okay, grit track. Okay, so now what we're going to do is let me put on my headphones here. So let me show you real quick one last thing is we're going to hit Option, left click on this, we're going to pull this down. Okay, so now let's single this out and so you can hear this. That's this parallel compression track just copied down here. Okay, so that's what parallel compression does. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we don't want to rely, for this track, we don't want to rely on the compression for distortion from the compression. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to change our threshold. We're going to change this to maybe 21. We'll play it in the mix and see what we want, how we want to do this exactly. But then we're going to turn down our gain. We just want it to, we just barely want it to. Yeah, let's try it. Let's see. This might work. Okay, so let's hit play and let's bring this in. See how. All right, so let's hear the difference between these two now. That's right about where we want, okay? Because we're still going to add a distortion onto it now, okay? So now we're going to go down and we're going to add a distortion plugin on here, okay? So we're going to go to distortion and we're going to go down to just the first distortion plugin, okay? There we go. All right, so let's single out the distortion here again. Okay, so what we're gonna do first is we're gonna change the tone. We're gonna jump this up to. Let me hit play. Let's. And then okay. So now we what we did with the tone there is I turned it up because we want it at the right EQ for the distortion part on this, okay? But also now we're gonna add a lot more distortion than this, okay? Because we're just gonna blend this in a little bit. It's just really we got the fader way up to hear it right now. So check this out. Okay, cool. So we turn that up, we turn the output down. Now, another thing is I'm going to turn down the kick just a little bit because you can hear it kind of breaking up down there, the low kick. And also the other thing we're going to do is we're going to go back to the directional mixer right here, which I showed you guys on the very first video when we made the first track here before we started copying tracks. We put a directional mixer on there and at the very first plugin, and we changed the direction to 180 right here. We changed this from 0 to 180. That flips the drum kit around, so it actually sounds like when you're listening to the speakers, like you're hearing the drummer play up there. It changes the drum around, okay, instead of the way they, for some reason they do it, so it sounds like you're playing it from the drum perspective, or it's the other way around. I don't know if I'm explaining that right, but this is just the way I learned to do this, okay. And drummers, they appreciate this, so I go with this, okay. So and then so since we've got the directional mixer on here, and so what's happening is that low ends, that spread there is breaking up a lot, so that's why I turned down the kick a little bit. Plus I'm going to turn down the spread here, so it brings it in a little bit more. It'll stop that breakup as much. You know, we want the distortion, but not that low end breakup, because it will get in the way of stuff that's panned left and right later, and lower, you know, lower instruments in that range. Okay, so we're gonna let me hit play, and we're gonna. It sounds about where I want it. Okay, cool. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna mix everything in together. Okay, so let's go ahead and turn everything back down, and we're gonna mix everything in except for and we're gonna start with this first track here. So what we've done here is we've taken just the basic, how it comes, this track right here. We flipped it around, we did the direction, we changed it, we added all this on here, and yeah, totally. So this is a lot of fun, you guys. I really enjoy this. There's a lot you can do with the drummer and the drum kits here and all the different plugins. You can really fine tune your drum kit. Anyways, I hope it was helpful, you guys. You know, please check out my channel, All Things GarageBand, if you guys want to see more videos like this. I have some more videos coming out for my GarageBand in 5 minutes, you know, where I try to keep it around 5 minutes. I'll have a series of that, of all different stuff, like all different tips and tricks on GarageBand, okay? So watch out for that, you know. I'm Jeremy Hollis. I'll see you guys on the flip side. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. That leaves it wide open. See you guys.